Chosen one. Your presence here is not random. Heaven arranged this encounter with divine precision. Through every distraction, every competing voice, and every moment of noise, this message reached you because it was already recorded within the unfolding of your destiny. The Spirit of the living God is awakening your attention because something extraordinary, something ordained by heaven, is preparing to transform your life permanently. Anointed one, you have arrived at the doorway of a supernatural exchange. The resources that seemed postponed, the inheritance concealed from sight, and the blessings reserved for an appointed hour are now being placed within your reach. This is not chance. It is sacred alignment. Even the atmosphere surrounding you is being rearranged to receive what God has already commanded. Deuteronomy 8:1-8 declares that it is God who gives you the ability to produce wealth so that his covenant may be established. That God-given power is now rising within you. Spiritual entrances are unlocking, and the angels connected to your assignment are taking their appointed positions. Chosen one, inhale deeply and allow your heart to receive what heaven is releasing. You are standing inside a consecrated moment, the appointed hour when hidden things begin to appear, and God turns the page of your story toward increase, honor, and visible glory. Chosen one, the burdens you carried were never assigned to destroy you. They were strengthening the person you were becoming. Every night you remained awake, every tear shed beyond the sight of others, and every silent moment when you questioned whether God still knew your name carried eternal significance. Heaven witnessed every breath, every quiet prayer, and every occasion when you chose trust instead of fear. You were not under punishment. You were passing through purification. The flames surrounding your life were not sent to consume you, but to remove everything that could not follow you into your next season. What appeared to be destruction was actually divine reconstruction. God was strengthening your foundation so it could sustain the measure of glory that is now preparing to rest upon you. Anointed one, what you're experiencing right now is not confusion. It's divine rearrangement. Heaven is editing your story. The pages that once held pain are being rewritten in gold. The chapters marked by delay are being replaced with favor. You don't have to chase this change. You've already qualified for it through endurance. Like pure gold emerging from the furnace, you've been prepared to carry both purpose and prosperity. I know that quiet season, the one that made you question everything, I've walked through it. 2. The stillness, the silence that tests your heart. But silence doesn't mean absence. It means strategy. God was never ignoring you. He was investing in you. He hid you, not to punish, but to protect. You couldn't be revealed before your roots were deep enough to sustain what he's sending. You can't carry a kingdom inheritance on a cracked foundation. So he strengthened you in secret. The waiting refined your faith, your character, and your focus. The delay was not denial. It was design. Chosen one, I can feel it even now. Your atmosphere is shifting. The pressure is breaking. The chains are falling. The weight you carried is turning into wings. You are entering a season of divine acceleration. What once took years will unfold in days. The doors that ignored you before are now unlocking themselves. You won't have to chase opportunity. Opportunity will recognize your anointing. This next level of blessing goes beyond money. It's generational restoration. God is healing your bloodline, reclaiming lost years, and redeeming every broken moment. The provision coming is not something you earn, it's something you inherit. It's the reward of faithfulness, the overflow of obedience, and yes, the enemy tried to wear you down. He whispered lies of delay, doubt, and defeat. But he failed, because even when you couldn't see the promise, you refused to stop believing. That's why heaven has marked you for this divine transfer. You didn't lose your faith. You refined it. God is not patching the old. He's creating the new. He's rebuilding your life from the foundation. Stronger, clearer, eternal. Your relationships, finance, and destiny are being aligned to divine order. The season of barely making it is over. You're stepping into divine stability, where peace stays, where favor follows, where joy overflows. So, breathe. Anointed one, you are not late. You are right on time. Heaven's time. The next opportunity that feels too perfect to explain. That's your confirmation. The unexpected is not a surprise. It's your promise unfolding. Stay open. Stay ready. You've been refined for this moment. And now heaven says, it's time. Chosen one. Listen closely. What's ahead of you is not a continuation of pain. It's a divine crossover. The pressure that once felt unbearable was never meant to destroy you. It was shaping you. Every stretch, every tear, every silent prayer was heaven's training ground, molding you into someone who can carry abundance without breaking. You've walked through the fire and didn't burn. You've endured the silence and still believed. Now the Spirit of God declares, your testing season is complete. What's coming next will arrive so swiftly. It will feel like stepping into the very prayer you once cried through tears. You've asked, Lord, when will my time come? And heaven answers now. This is your appointed hour. The waiting is ending. The walking begins. You are standing at the threshold of divine transfer. Wealth, wisdom, and visibility. But this won't come through striving. It's coming through orchestration. Heaven's hand, aligning moments, people, and places for your unveiling. Anointed one, every unseen act of faith has been counted. Each time you praised instead of complaining, trusted instead of doubting. Heaven took note. The silence wasn't neglect. It was incubation. God wasn't absent. He was developing you. Every closed door was divine protection. Every delay was redirection. Now those very barriers are turning into gates of gold. The path that once felt blocked will now unfold smoothly beneath your feet. You've carried the promise long enough. That dream that refused to die within you is about to rise. What once seemed impossible is now shifting into reach because divine timing has arrived. Opportunities will appear with grace, not effort. This isn't reward for survival. It's heaven's proof that your endurance prepared you for elevation. Think of Joseph, the forgotten dreamer turned ruler overnight. The same rhythm is moving through your story. You've known betrayal, misunderstanding, and the feeling of being overlooked. Yet, heaven has never lost track of your name. Even now, it's being spoken in rooms you haven't entered. The people destined to recognize your anointing are awakening. God is positioning connections that will open doors no human could have planned. Chosen one. This transfer is not just financial, it's transformational. God is clothing you in strategy, wisdom, and discernment. You'll walk with peace that disarms chaos, and speak with clarity that pierces confusion. Your confidence won't come from validation. It will be born of the Spirit. Take a breath and whisper, "I'm ready." Lord, that declaration isn't just surrender, it's a key. It signals heaven that you're prepared to receive. You've crossed from preparation into possession. And remember, not everyone can go with you. When God multiplies you, He also purifies your circle. Some people were for the building stage, not the reigning stage. Release them in peace. Chosen one, your unveiling has begun. You've been faithful in hidden places, and now favor is calling you by name. Heaven is releasing what was promised, and this time, nothing and no one can stop it. Chosen one. As you step into this next chapter, understand this. Heaven isn't preparing to bless you. Heaven is already in motion. The divine machinery has been activated, aligning every detail that once felt delayed into perfect order. You can feel it in your spirit. That subtle stirring, that deep awareness that something invisible is shifting around you. That's not emotion. That's confirmation. God's timing is intersecting with your obedience, and what follows will be sudden manifestation. You've spent years walking faithfully in silence, praying when no one saw, sowing when it hurt, trusting when it didn't make sense. Those hidden seasons weren't wasted. They were investments. Every tear, every act of integrity, every surrender became a deposit in heaven's vault. Now, heaven is releasing the return. You're standing in the middle of answered prayers. Even if your eyes haven't caught up yet, God is rearranging people, conversation, and opportunities. The same situations that once resisted, you are now bending in your favor because the grace on your life has been recognized. Anointed one. The silence you endured was never neglect. It was preparation. God used the quiet to refine your hearing, to train you to discern His whisper amid the noise. You learn to move by revelation instead of reaction. And because you stayed faithful in the unseen, heaven is trusting you with visibility. The tables are turning. The pain that once embarrassed you will become the evidence of God's power. The wounds that once broke you will now testify to His glory. I know that waiting, the ache of unanswered prayer, the weight of stillness, I've been there, asking if God had forgotten His promise. But silence is never absence. It's divine architecture. Heaven builds in the quiet. And when the time comes, God doesn't move gradually. He moves gloriously. When He says now, time obeys. Chosen one. Prepare for acceleration. What took others years will unfold for you in days. Missed opportunities are circling back with multiplied favor. God's hand is rewriting your story. You'll find yourself walking through doors you never knocked on, receiving calls you never expected, and holding blessings you didn't have to chase. This isn't luck. It's prophecy fulfilled. The wealth transfer ahead is not just financial, it's spiritual evidence. God is restoring what was stolen, multiplying what survived, and blessing what you surrendered. True wealth isn't just numbers. It's peace, influence, wisdom, and divine creativity. You'll build what others only envisioned. You'll bless far beyond your reach. This is purposeful prosperity, heaven's way of expanding its kingdom through you. Anointed one, don't fear the shaking around you. It's not destruction, it's divine clearance. God is removing what can't support your next level. Every ending is making space for greater glory. Release it without resistance, so heaven can deliver what's been prepared for you. Chosen one. Lift your head. The days of survival are over. You're stepping into divine flow. No more striving. No more chasing. The blessing is locating you. What you carried quietly will now be seen openly. The same God who sustained you in the valley is now calling you to the mountain. Walk boldly. Anointed one. This is your unveiling. The moment heaven confirms that every promise was true all along. Chosen one. This next part of your journey is sacred. A divine unveiling. You've prayed, waited, trusted, and endured. Now heaven is saying, step forward. You're no longer in the season of preparation. You're stepping into manifestation. Everything that's been maturing in silence is about to speak loudly through your life. The reward won't arrive quietly. It's coming in waves of visible, undeniable favor. Anointed one. This shift will not be subtle. You'll feel it first in your spirit. That deep peace, that quiet knowing that something has turned, then it will begin to unfold in your world. Unexpected calls, open doors, divine introduction, sudden approvals. These won't be accidents. They are confirmations. God is synchronizing heaven and earth to meet you in the coordinates of obedience. I remember when my own life shifted like this. It didn't happen because I pushed harder. It happened when I finally surrendered. I stopped begging for timing and started trusting that God's pace was perfect. When His moment arrived, everything I thought I had lost returned multiplied. That's what's happening for you now. Every delay was a seed. And this is your harvest season, chosen one. You've learned the sacred value of process. You now understand that shortcuts can't sustain destiny. God trained your heart to wait well. And now He's promoting you. Soon, you'll stand in spaces that once seemed out of reach. The opportunity you thought passed you by was never lost. It was being refined for you. Heaven does not misplace what it ordains. The abundance unfolding before you is layered. It's more than financial overflow. It's emotional stability, spiritual depth, relational peace. You'll have wisdom that silences confusion and peace that cannot be shaken. People will look at your life and ask, how did this happen so quickly? The answer will be simple. Because you remained faithful when others walked away. Anointed one. This is your divine turnaround. God isn't just restoring what was lost. He's revealing why it had to be removed. What was subtracted made room for multiplication. The pruning was never punishment. It was prophecy. Every loss made space for greater growth. Every closed door was heaven's protection. Your atmosphere is shifting even now. The conversations you once entertained will lose their meaning. Old fears won't reach you anymore. You'll think clearer, walk bolder, and speak with new authority. Heaven is rewriting your spiritual DNA. You're not becoming someone new. You're returning to your true identity. Chosen, crowned, unstoppable, and with this transformation comes purpose. The wealth and wisdom being released are not for luxury. They are for legacy. You are a vessel, not a vault. God will use you to build, to bless, and to heal. You'll carry influence that uplifts others, not inflates ego. Chosen one. The light on your life will draw attention. Stay grounded. The same humility that sustained you in silence will keep you steady in success. Remember, You were exalted because you honored God when no one saw. Keep that reverence. Let it guide your every move. Lift your eyes now. This isn't a future promise. It's a present decree. The delay is broken. The gate is open. The blessing has begun to flow. Walk boldly into what's yours. Your story of waiting has become a story of winning. Chosen one. Now that heaven has declared your new beginning, it's time to see what you're truly stepping into. You're not just entering a brighter season, you're walking into divine order. Every detail of your life is being aligned with heaven's design. What once felt random will soon reveal purpose. Conversations that once discouraged you will now bring confirmation. Even past pain will begin to make sense because every thread is being woven into the tapestry of your destiny. Anointed one. God is positioning you like a master builder, laying the cornerstone. The foundation beneath your life has been tested, strengthened, and proven ready for the weight of glory that's coming. You had to be emptied before you could be trusted with overflow. Certain relationships, habits, and patterns had to end, not as punishment, but as preparation. Isolation was never rejection, it was incubation. Heaven has been reshaping your identity in the quiet so that you can carry His glory in the open. I know that season when you feel unseen by the world, yet fully exposed before God. You pray, you wait, and it seems like nothing moves. But deep within, there's a whisper. Don't give up now. That was faith training your spirit to move beyond logic, and just when you thought it was over, the breakthrough came. Sudden, seal, and perfectly timed. That same rhythm is guiding your life right now. Your miracle will arrive not with warning, but with purpose. Chosen one. The next blessing isn't one you'll chase. It's already in motion toward you. The opportunity, the divine connection, the breakthrough, it's on its way. Heaven's logistics are flawless. Angels have already gone ahead to prepare the way. You're not waiting for the blessing anymore. The blessing is waiting for you to walk into alignment. Stay anchored in expectancy, gratitude, and peace. The wealth transfer happening now isn't theory, it's reality. You've stepped into a dimension where heaven's economy overrides the world's limitations. Don't measure your destiny by earthly standards. Divine provision doesn't respond to numbers. It responds to obedience. Because you remained faithful with little, God is trusting you with much. You're entering the realm of divine surplus, where resources multiply simply because His favor rests on you, anointed one. The shift within you is just as important as what's manifesting around you. God is renewing your perspective. You'll see opportunity where others see obstacles. Speak hope where others speak fear. You'll walk into rooms once closed to you and realize you were the missing piece. This is the mindset of dominion, and heaven is activating it within you. People will feel something different about you. They may not understand it, but they'll sense it. Your presence will carry peace. Your words will carry authority. You won't have to explain yourself. The fruit will speak. Validation will chase you because you've learned to value God's approval above applause. Chosen one. Let old circles fade without resistance. God is aligning you with architects of destiny, builders and believers who match your next level. Together, you'll create legacies that outlive you. This isn't personal elevation. It's generational transformation. You are becoming a living example of divine obedience. Your rise will ignite faith in others. People will witness your breakthrough and know faith still works. Timing still matters. And God rewards those who trust Him in silence. Chosen one. This is your radiant turning point. Step forward boldly. Heaven walks before you, and miracles follow behind you. Chosen one. As you continue walking in this divine rhythm, something sacred is unfolding around you. The spiritual climate surrounding your life is changing. You may not be able to recognize every detail yet, but everything attached to your destiny is being lifted into a higher place. Former patterns are breaking. Concealed favor is beginning to surface. And even your inner atmosphere feels different because heaven has turned its full attention toward what concerns you. Delays are giving way to divine acceleration. The barriers that once restricted your progress are being removed. And what could not move before is beginning to flow with ease. Anointed one, God is not simply returning what disappeared. He is increasing it beyond its original measure. The provision you have prayed for is already traveling in your direction. Help will find you through unexpected channels. Phone calls will create opportunities. Messages will come from those who once failed to recognize your value. And prayers you thought had gone unanswered will suddenly receive visible responses. None of these moments will be random. They will serve as evidence that you have entered a current of divine movement. The long season of waiting strengthened your ability to discern. Now, you will perceive truth with greater clarity and identify false intentions without hesitation. God sharpened your spiritual awareness so that when increase entered your life, you would have the wisdom to guard it. You are not only being led into greater resources, you are also being entrusted with greater understanding. Chosen one. This chapter may feel almost unbelievable because you have stepped into a life your former self could not have pictured. You have become the answer to prayers you once whispered in private, yet God's work in you is still unfolding. This is more than a season of receiving. It is a season of being commissioned. You are being sent into a divine responsibility. The prosperity entering your hands has been connected to purpose, and your testimony will become a key that opens prison doors for others. When you speak, the weight of heaven will accompany your voice. When you advance, divine alignment will arrange itself around your footsteps. People will not be drawn merely to your possessions. They will be attracted to the peace and presence you carry. The radiance upon your life is not self-glory. It is the visible sign of covenant. God is allowing His favor to be seen openly because you remained devoted to Him when no one else was watching. I've seen this moment before. When destiny unfolds, distractions often appear. The enemy will try to stir noise and doubt to make you question what's real. Don't be shaken. These are tests of focus. Guard your peace. Stay rooted in gratitude. Speak faith over every situation. Remember, storms no longer break you. They reveal your strength. Anointed one. What's being released into your life is generational. The blessing doesn't stop with you. It flows through you. You're breaking cycles, healing bloodlines, restoring legacies. The prosperity ahead is not just financial. It's spiritual inheritance. Your obedience is rewriting your family's future. Chosen one. Take this in. You are living proof that faith works. Everything that tried to bury you only planted you deeper in divine purpose. You're not rising fragile. You're rising fortified. The same eyes that saw you fall will witness you flourish. They'll know it wasn't luck. It was divine order. This transformation isn't for applause. It's for alignment. God is positioning you as a light in dark places, a voice of peace in troubled rooms. You'll lead quietly, influence humbly, and shine boldly. The world will see his reflection in you. Chosen one. What's coming next is not fragile. It's unshakable. Heaven built this season on rock, not sand. No storm, no delay, no envy can shake it. You are walking in unbreakable purpose. Lift your hands and whisper, "Thank you, Lord." That's your agreement with destiny. You're not waiting for the miracle anymore. You've become it. The shift is complete. The unveiling has begun. And from here, glory will only increase. Chosen one, now that heaven has opened over you, know this. Delay is no longer your portion. You're walking in divine momentum now. Every step you take is multiplied by grace. What used to take months will unfold in moments. What once demanded effort will now yield to faith. You've entered the realm of divine ease, where God's hand moves faster and farther than your plans ever could. Anointed one. This is what happens when obedience meets perfect timing. You've proven that your heart can hold heaven's secrets, that you can carry blessing without pride. That's why acceleration has arrived. You've shown heaven that humility is your foundation. And because of that, promotion can rest on you safely. The overflow coming isn't random. It's heaven's response to your endurance. In this new season, you'll witness favor that defies reason. Invitations will appear out of nowhere. Your name will reach places your feet haven't yet walked. Those who once ignored you will now speak of you with honor. This isn't pride. It's prophecy. The tables are turning. Not out of revenge, but revelation. God is revealing what he's been building in you all along. Chosen one. I've seen this shift myself. When I stopped striving to prove my worth and let God lead, everything changed. Doors that were sealed opened suddenly. Opportunities I chased began to find me. That's when I realized it was never about effort. It was about surrender. And that's where you are now. The grace that's been pursuing you has caught you. Your assignment in this season is not to chase blessings. It's to carry presence wherever you walk. Peace will rest. When you speak, chains will break. Your life will become an atmosphere of breakthrough. Even your silence will carry authority because heaven's breath moves through it. Anointed one. This transfer isn't just about wealth. It's about identity. Heaven is rewriting your name. The old labels, too late, too broken, too small, are being erased. In their place, chosen, established, unstoppable. You're stepping into divine confidence. Not arrogance, but holy assurance that if God declared it, no power can reverse it. This confidence will change how you live. You won't beg for opportunity. It will recognize you. You won't plead for acceptance. You'll stand as one already chosen. Every doubt that once restrained you will now push you forward. Every scar will speak wisdom. Chosen one. You're not walking into luck. You're walking into fulfillment. You're reclaiming lost years, forgotten dreams, and delayed promises. This is restoration in motion. God isn't just blessing your life. He's amplifying your reach. The battle is over. The victory is sealed. As you rise, your light will lift others. They'll see your peace and know it was God all along. Walk boldly, chosen one. The same hand that carried you through the valley is now crowning you on the mountain. You are living proof that heaven's promises never fail. And this is only the beginning of your reign. Chosen one. As this divine story reaches its crescendo, the Spirit of God is saying, this is not an ending. It's an unveiling. Everything you've endured, every loss, delay, and tear was sacred preparation for this moment. You're not just stepping into a new chapter, you're stepping into a new era, one of fulfillment, restoration, and supernatural visibility. Heaven has declared your arrival. What was once hidden is about to be revealed in glory. Anointed one, heaven's clock has struck appointed time. You're no longer in waiting. You're being called forward. The promises that hovered above you are now descending into your reality. The dreams you once imagined are manifesting before your eyes. What's coming will not be gradual. It will be glorious. God's acceleration is upon you. You'll awaken one morning and sense it instantly. This is the day everything shifted. I've experienced this myself. One season I was praying for opportunity, and the next, doors opened so quickly I couldn't count them. When heaven moves, it doesn't trickle. It floods. That same sudden favor is being released into your life. The grace that once felt delayed has now matured into manifestation. Chosen one. Your hidden years weren't punishment. They were protection. God shielded you while He shaped you. The season of invisibility was divine insulation, preparing you for public revelation. Now He's ready to reveal you. Those who doubted your calling will see the fruit of your faith. The same ones who questioned your journey will come seeking your wisdom. You won't need to prove anything. Your results will speak for you. This next phase isn't about proving your worth. It's about revealing your purpose. The abundance coming isn't accidental. It's prophetic. Your peace will carry presence. Your joy will carry power. Your words will echo heaven's authority. What flows from your life will touch others, because it's not for you alone. Anointed one. The supernatural transfer has begun. God is moving resources, influence, and opportunity into your hands. The dreams that felt delayed are being delivered. You'll receive confirmations through open doors, reconciled relationships, and unexpected provision. Each breakthrough will be evidence that the same hand that carried you through fire is now crowning you in favor. This is not random. It's recognition, but with elevation comes holy responsibility. Remember, abundance is not the destination. It's the assignment. The wealth, wisdom, and favor being entrusted to you are tools to heal, build, and bless. You are a carrier of divine economy, chosen to multiply impact through love and service. Chosen one. Whenever you enter a room, carry yourself as a representative of heaven. You are not simply occupying space, you have been strategically placed there. The anointing upon your life is connected to a divine mission. Heaven has appointed you to influence lives, establish a lasting legacy, and bring transformation wherever you go. Raise your head and step confidently into your position. The former chapter has closed, and a new story is now being written through the glory of God. Your life is becoming undeniable evidence that God restores what was broken, redeems what seemed lost, and honors those who remain faithful. The season of waiting has reached its end, and the harvest is beginning to appear. Move forward in peace. Advance with spiritual authority. And remember that your life is becoming the fulfillment of prophecy. Heaven is moving beside you because your steps are synchronized with divine timing. Chosen one. This is your appointed hour, your kairos moment. God has already acted on your behalf, and the supernatural exchange has begun. The prayers you whispered where no one could hear are now receiving visible answers. The same God who directed you through the wilderness is leading you into the place of promise. Every delay served a divine schedule. Every unexpected turn carried hidden guidance. Now, the pieces are coming together for your elevation. Anointed one. Let gratitude rise within your heart. The warfare has reached its conclusion. The long wait is finished. You are standing beneath an open heaven where provision moves freely. Favor reaches you without exhausting effort, and peace becomes the atmosphere surrounding your life. What you have carried through faith will soon take tangible form. You are entering abundance, not as an outsider seeking permission, but as an heir receiving what has already been assigned. Allow this truth to settle deeply within you. You have been selected, protected, and commissioned. The direction of your story has changed, and the miracle is already unfolding. Keep your vision lifted, your spirit anchored, and your hands ready to receive what heaven has prepared for you. If this message has awakened agreement within your spirit, stop for a moment and declare, "It is happening now." Write 777 inches the comments as your expression of faith and a symbol of divine completion. Chosen one. Remain faithful, prepared, and spiritually aligned. Heaven is rejoicing over your obedience. Your breakthrough is no longer approaching from a distance. It has already arrived.